I got kicked out of a big Sea of Thieves project over an insult. That's right, you read the title correctly. So what was this big project and why was I kicked out? Well, I'm gonna tell you. So a while back I was on Twitter and I saw a tweet about people whining about the Burning Blade being too overpowered for solo sloopers. And I thought I was gonna get to a flame war with this one guy, but we both had a mutual agreement. Because I'm a solo slooper who didn't complain, he could respect that, yada yada yada. And we ended up talking and I grew to like him, and he liked my perspective, I guess I'll put it, and he got me in on a big project. He invited me in because they needed a hero character and they thought I would suit it perfectly. So I ended up getting in on this big project, and well, that didn't go very well. So basically what this show is, and when I was on board, I wasn't supposed to reveal anything about it. But I'm not in on the project anymore, so I might as well throw out there what I know. So, and this guy is gone by Baby Wiggs. And he had this big project for a Sea of Thieves show that apparently has been under production for a year because lack of crew, and from what I've seen in their Discord server, not everyone's always able to record. And they just got the first episode recorded, I think a week or two ago? I think it was a week. And this is what he told me on Twitter. Apparently this project is gonna be like red versus blue, but it's going to be more serious. Apparently the setting is that their pirates are just new to Sea of Thieves. They're gonna try and make it fit in with the canon without messing things up. They're gonna be as accurate as possible. And apparently they're gonna be clueless, not aware about the Reapers and Athena, like what everything is, what's right and wrong, etc., etc. Just making their way through it, pretty much. Just their life on the Sea of Thieves. But they're gonna have story. And the main villain is going to be Mel, who is the main Reaper, who is dedicated to Flameheart, yada yada. And I was meant to be a hero character who was the opposite of Mel, I guess. Just, I was dedicated to Athena's fortune, and I am. I will follow them, and I have their beliefs. But I'm not here to talk about that. And apparently he's trying to get Rare on board, and apparently they got a music artist. What was his name? Don't remember for the life of me. What was his name? It's, how do I pronounce it? Scene Dagher, if I remember correctly, if I'm saying it correctly. Scene or Sean Dagher, I don't know. But they apparently got rights to use some of his music, and like I said, he wants to get Rare in on the project. I guess they want their blessing or something like that. Maybe advertisement. I don't know what he was going to do with that. And that's all I know about the project. Apparently they were going to plan like having a big battle at, like, tried to redo the Battle of Golden Sands, or at least and have a big battle at an outpost. I even suggested the idea of having the second battle, the Battle of Port Merrick with the cannons at the walls and all that. Would have been pretty cool. It was my idea. I even threw in some ideas and whatnot. But the project was progressing a little slowly, and I was given my script for a few characters in the first episode. And I unfortunately did not get around to it because I couldn't figure out the voices, and I was working on other stuff. And then what happened was I did play a game with him and a guy named Smokebeard. And I just thought it was going to be another pirate, like Sea of Thieves pirate session. Just get loot, steal loot, etc., etc. Just play Sea of Thieves. But they really wanted to do tucking. And I pointed out that I don't really tuck often, and I'm not really confident in it. And also, I just don't think tucking is part of the meta anymore. Sure, there are people that still tuck, but I don't see content around it as much as there used to be. And I was part of Smokebeard's server. And I guess he didn't like my thoughts on it. Because someone I was talking to did ask on my behalf, and apparently I was a weirdo for it. I don't know why I had to be insulted. I apparently just didn't like talking and didn't think it was the men anymore, so I got booted because I'm a weirdo. And when I found out about that, I went to tell Baby Wiggs, like, well, it looks like our guest was right. He kicked me out because tucking, and I wasn't really, like, with his playstyle. And we just talked. This is like, yeah, that's just how he is, yada yada. We just had different play styles, and he doesn't want any drama style about it. But I was saying, I don't know if I want to be in the same session as him. Like, I don't think I can work with him, because, like, I want to kind of be like how The Rock was with Vin Diesel on Fast and Furious. I just didn't want to be on the same set as him, basically. And I just comment how I don't care what he thinks about tucking. It's like, I just don't respect the guy who insults me and just does all that over an opinion. And after I said that, I noticed the server disappeared from my list, and when I tried to ask him, I got blocked. So when I went to Twitter to ask what was up, he just said he was his friend and he didn't appreciate it. So apparently, even though Smoke kicked me out of his server and called me a weirdo because of my thoughts on tucking, I'm the guy who's in the wrong because I lost respect for someone who acts like that. And I got kicked out of this big project that I felt like would get me noticed, like help me grow as a content creator on YouTube. With these big content creators and go as far as to get these famous musicians, wow, I can't even think of the word. Approval, they're getting their copyright or whatever, to verification, that's the word, verification to use the music. And they had a trailer and everything, they had some of the stuff figured out, and I was like, wow, I'm part of this big thing. I was looking forward to it. I'd never been in part of something this big before. But the fact that I got kicked out of the whole project over an insult, that's a little messed up, don't you think? I don't find that fair to me when Smoke was the one who commented on me in the first place. And the things we said about each other wasn't even that bad. He just said I was a weirdo for it, but his reason for booting me was kind of stupid and uncalled for. And I just said I don't really respect the guy who acts like that over an opinion, over a playstyle preference. Just because I wasn't confident enough in tucking, because I'm not that great at the game and I really doubt I would do well. And he has the audacity to take Smoke's side. And apparently I'm not the only one who knows that Wiggs and Smokebeard aren't really the greatest of people. Because it turns out someone questioned me about it because he saw what happened in Smokebeard's server. And that's how we started talking about how I got the information and all that. And we both agree that Smokebeard is an egomaniac and thinks he's the boss and everything he says is law, pretty much. And he even told me that Baby Wiggs was no better. And again, I wish I knew about that. I really wish I did. I probably never would have participated in any of this if I knew. But I saw an opportunity. I wanted to take it. The guy seemed pretty nice and chill. We got along very well. And all because Smokebeard insulted me, and I didn't appreciate that. So when I was going to make this video, I figured, well, since I'm not part of the project, why keep my promise? So I just revealed what I know. So, hey, I got fired, technically, and it was for an unjust reason, so I'd be nice about it, you know? So, I hope I never meet him again, and leave it at that. And I'm not going to wish anything bad on him, though. I'm not going to say I hope their project fails, because I really don't want to make myself lower than he is, because that will make me even worse than him. I mean, I was already debating if I should talk about the big project here and reveal things I wasn't supposed to in the first place, but I was convinced and I thought it over. I was like, you know what? I'm going to talk about it. Because if they're going to treat me unfairly, and since I'm not part of the project anymore, why bother worrying about a promise? And anyway, that's how an insult got me kicked out of a big project in Sea of Thieves. Would it be pretty big? I don't know, but he got a lot of celebrities in on it, even though they haven't made progress in a year. Yeah. Maybe it's for the best. It's kind of a pity because we were going to play another game together today. We were going to do Hourglass, but whatever. I hope you guys understand my situation, and I'll see you guys later.